Political Pulse #1 source for tackling social issues, interviews with local officials, and political information that matters most to your local community. Barbara Kramer joins us again tonight to answer a question that all Americans want to ask. What's wrong with our politicians?
Learning. The problem is there's not enough politicians out there that do this for the right reason. There's just not. I see it every day all around me. There's just people that do it for business, do it for whatever money maybe the city pays, for health insurance, for the notoriety, for their ego. They need that. I didn't do it for that. I did it for all the right reasons, because I want to see good things happen in government, and to me, honesty is, you can't teach honesty, right? And I talked about that last time. I did not know what I was doing. Trust me. And you can teach this, but if you're not honest, you can't teach someone how to be honest. I mean, let's face it, you either are or you're not. That's something that's inside of you, right? So, right. I have a very,
but I think
my moral compass is very intact.
No, I mean, that's for sure, right? You can't be in office for 13 years and still be loved by your residents as much as you are. But I think like the key thing for you that I see is as integrity. Like you do what you say, and
I do what I say. And I fight if I have to. And I wasn't always like this, again, I'll repeat myself, but I'm like this in my personal life. I'm like this in my business. And I'm like this as I was a government official, and I'll be like this as, just a resident without a title, the same.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it takes a high level of ethics if you're going to run for office.
And that's just missing. Yeah. It's missing. And those people with a high level of ethics, they don't want to do this.
No.
See, so that's a problem. You have a lot of people that are super ethical, but they can't handle the baggage that comes with being, in public office, and how you're scrutinized. And look, maybe one day at another show, you'll hear what happened to me. It was horrible, because I was accused of being something that I'm like.
Is that case over yet, Barbara?
Well, it's not a case. I mean, there's a resolution about it that's still there. It's ridiculous. Like, they censured me, my colleagues, and this new commission is going to be able to uncensure it. But, it should have never happened. And that's a huge problem, that people are just so down and dirty that, they can't handle the truth. So then they throw something at you and they can make it stick because they had a majority, and it was to deflect off of them. I mean, to not be able to be in public office, to do something wrong. And I'm not even saying it's something major, but to not apologize and say, I didn't even realize that was an ordinance. I didn't even realize we had that law in the city. I didn't even realize when I left the meeting, I left you guys without a quorum. I didn't realize that. I am really sorry. You can't even do that. Like, when you
that's what happened. I mean, for the guys, they weren't present during the time when our commissioner got up and left after a motion was made and a second was already in, and he just got up from the dais and said, "I can't do this anymore." He just walks out and breaks the quorum.
This is not the first time he did it. It's the second time. So now he knows there's an ordinance against it, but because the ordinance doesn't have the teeth yet it needs, because of where it was placed in our code, so he just defies it. Because, nothing's going to, I don't even know. I think he would have defied it even if he could get slapped with $500 fine. They don't care.
Yeah. I can't believe, after running for state Senate, and luckily I was running against Tina Polsky, and luckily we ran a very clean campaign against each other, because I'm not that guy. I'm not going to go looking for any problems.
Right.
To me, it's the platform. You vote or you don't vote. That's it.
Right.
But I can't believe, the more I'm getting into politics, because I'm going to rerun for that seat in 4 years. I can't believe people just wake up to be so stupid every day and do ridiculous things and do it right in front of your face, and then lie about it, and then think that it's okay because this is the way it runs in government. And, people like myself, yourself, Lynn, Mo, if we don't run right? And how do you get rid of these people? I mean, it's just ridiculous. And I can't
Well,
even believe that they get elected back in again and again and again. And then people keep bitching about it and complaining about them, but we keep putting these idiots back in office.
and not only that, nothing is happening. Nothing is
Right.
moving forward. It's like, the engine is running, but the wheels aren't going anywhere. Yeah. And what good is that? And people who, just talking about our government, in the federal, national level, without the term limits, there's no term limits.
That's crazy. Yeah.
I'm willing to give 16 years. I mean, that's a lot, right? I think 12 years is enough, maybe 12. But enough is enough. Yeah. This isn't supposed to be a career.
Right.
And I just, but people, what I say to my constituents, and this is how I stressed, with the Wake Up NMB group, I said to them, you can, when you go vote for president, when you go vote for the governor, you go into the polling booth, you into the voting booth, you bubble it in, you leave, you're done, and you're done. You're done. There's nothing you can do after that. When you go into the voting booth and you're voting in a local a race or a county commission race, once you bubble in and you leave, guess what? You can still email the person who gets the candidate if they win, the elected office, the elected official. You can email them, you can text them, you can call them, you can go see them, you can speak for 3 minutes at a meeting. I mean, you have so much accessibility, and you have to change these things at the bottom before these elected officials get too high, that they get into a place where there is no more term limits and they're there forever and do nothing.
Yeah, they're self-serving. That's what it is. They're self-serving.
Self-serving, and they come out. I won't talk here about, name names, but I mean, there's county commissioners. There's, I could tell you a story. My husband went to want to do some business, maybe do business with the county. He had a product at the time. He went to Miami-Dade County to one of the commissioners. Somebody knew this commissioner, and my husband just thought, if I talk to a commissioner, maybe he can help me go to procurement, go to the purchasing department. I can show them, my product. That commissioner wanted to be his lobbyist and wanted to get paid, obviously, get paid.
Hello.
Yeah. I mean, it was like,
really?
Right. I mean, it was just, so these are the things. I mean, I always said, if someone ever approached me to, they would pay me, give me something, I would projectile vomit right into their face and then run to the FBI because, and I think that's why it's never happened to me, because I think people just know who I am. I just would never, I would freak out if that happened to me. So.
No, totally got it. I mean, you were never enticed by lobbyists or anybody?
Never.
Is it because you just didn't see the signals, or maybe you answered them wrong? Like, what about donations to campaigns and things like that? Like, nobody ever came to you and said, hey, you know what? We're looking to donate to your campaign. And
never. I hardly talked to the people that donated to my campaign. There was one developer, but we were very, friendly, and we spoke to, but he believed in me. In fact, the funniest story is that there was an election 4 years ago, and there was all these positive mailers about me, and they didn't come from me. And I wasn't really sure who they were coming from. Well, I believed it was this particular developer because he kind of was from our area. He really believed in me. We had a really nice, he saw how passionate I was. We always had really nice discussions. We came from the same kind of upbringing. And I thought it was him just because he just likes me. So why, I guess he would put more money into my campaign. It ended up being a completely different person, a person who doesn't know me, really hardly talked to me. But I know now that assumed I was going to vote for a really big development of theirs. And what did happen was, when I didn't vote for that particular development, I was told by a lobbyist that anyone who doesn't in our conversation, he said, anyone who doesn't vote for this project in North Miami Beach will never get elected, or will never get elected again. And I said, well, I guess I'll never be mayor because I'm not going, I don't do this. I don't. And it was, you know.
Wait, how long ago was that?
A little over 4 years ago. No. I'm sorry. No. 2 years and change. 2 years and change.
Oh, I see. Okay, that's why you said you'll never be mayor.
Right.
Oh,
right.
that's ridiculous.
Because I figured, you know, if I don't vote, they're going to come after me. Let's say I stayed in North Miami Beach. Let's say, you know, I wanted to run, or not I wanted, or people wanted me to run, and then I agreed to it because I don't do it. People have to want me to do it. And then if I want to, I will. So, you know, I think, oh my God, what will they do to me? You know, but, you know, it's a chance, I guess, I'll have to take. Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. But it must happen all the time. But that was the first time. And I was shocked that this person said it to me because I had a very good relationship with this person. And maybe they still are okay with me. I really don't know. But when you say something like that, it just really, and I'm still, I don't want to say I'm naive because I'm not, but there's a part of me, thank God it hasn't gone away. I'm an idealist. I mean, I really believe in people. Like, I just can't believe this goes on. So when I saw that, it was really hurtful because it's like, it's reality. I don't want to know that this goes on. I don't want to know that this crap is being said, even though I hear it's being said. When it happens to me, then I know, God, this is not good. And this is nothing compared to what really must go on out there.
Well, I think what you're doing you should make this a chapter type organization, because this could be a national program. There are enough people waking up. Yeah, I think there's enough people waking up right now, and they're tired. You know, I mean, tired. And no matter what, where, and, you know, look, I always say see customers, I talk to people a lot, very openly about politics. If it comes up, I have to be careful because the way I think might not always align, you know, with people. But what I do say to everyone is you have to respect, you know, the other side. You don't know why people vote a certain way. And the problem with America and what happened, like in the election with, you know, when Trump was president, is that they don't even care that there's a reason why people voted for Trump. You know, and I'm talking to Democrats when this conversation is happening. And I try to explain to them that you have to understand people see this differently than you do. They have different set of eyes. They're smart, they're caring, they raise their children well, they're honest business people. To think that they're no good or they're filth or they're this or that because they like Trump, that's not going to bring America together. And that just shows just super disrespect for understanding another fellow American. Yeah. You know, I can understand if people say, I love Trump because he hates Jews. You know, I'm just using that as an example. Well, I mean, then I understand, but you know, but it's a delicate subject, but I like having it with people because I think I sometimes open up their world a little bit because they don't think like that, you know. So
well, good. Keep waking up America.
I
Hashtag wake up America.
I know, that's right. Yeah.
Thanks for watching Political Pulse Live. Please make sure you subscribe, like, and comment about today's show. Please join us in the next video for the final episode as Barbara Kramer continues to highlight the corruption in North Miami Beach politics.